Good evening or late afternoon, I guess it is, to you all lovely ladies and gentlemen and everyone else. This is Ted's Booze Cellar, presented by me, your host Ted, the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube. Now, I've got another interesting little episode, because the thing is, it was recently my birthday, and so a couple of my dear friends of mine gave me some birthday money, and they said, go and buy yourself a few beers, because obviously we're not able to hang out at the moment, so they said you might as well get yourself a couple of ones that you might enjoy, and you know, and I thought I might as well get some I haven't tried before, that I could then review for Ted's Booze Cellar. So I got a box of like classic ales that I've drunk a couple of already that I think I've reviewed before. I've got a few more left in there that I'm going to sort of review at a later point. Now, the one we've got today wasn't in that box, but it's kind of like a similar sort of classical British sort of amber or dark ale, and it's one I'm pretty sure I've never reviewed before, so I'm interested to see what it's like. But in any case, today's episode is dedicated to Tribute, which is Cornwall's Pale Ale by St Austell Brewery, who were established in 1851. So as you can see there. Once again, I must say very much thank you to my friends Matt and Alex. Your generosity knows no bounds, and you are truly marvellous gentlemen. But it says here, pale amber in colour, Tribute is a moorishly drinkable beer brewed using Maris Autumn malt and a blend of aromatic hops. The zesty orange and grapefruit flavours are balanced with a biscuit malt for this superb and classic pale ale. That sounds like an interesting mix of flavours, citrusy and biscuit malt. So I'm not sure how I'm going to react to this. It could be a bit messy and it could be a bit clumsy and all over the place in terms of its flavour, but I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, especially considering it has a very nice regal label, coloured in with some lovely dark purple there and some nice gold lining and white writing. Very handsome, very regal, very classy and well designed. Good 10 out of 10 for that. But we'll give it a sniff first to see what our first impressions are like. If you'll just excuse me while I'm looking up at my computer screen, I am playing some Stellaris in the background with some of my friends, so that's probably why my attention's constantly going back between this and that. So, yes, anyway. So, let's give it a crack open and see what our first impressions are based off of the taste. Right. So, I don't get much of a citrusy smell there. More than anything, I think I get slightly cocoa-y sort of bitter smell, which I'm quite interested in. I mean, I don't necessarily mind what a drink smells like, just so long as it does smell nice. It's got this mild cocoa-y bitter sort of ale-y sort of smell, which I do quite like. So yeah, I'll give that a good 7 out of 10, because it smells nice, but it's just not particularly, it's just kind of there a little bit. However, it is well above average, and it does actually smell fairly nice, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for that. We'll have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water, like always, beforehand, just to give ourselves an objective viewpoint from which we can more accurately judge this drink at hand. And then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this drink tastes like. And again, to Alex and Matt, thank you so much. You are two marvellous gentlemen. I cannot wait to go out for a drink sometime soon. So, bottoms up. Okay, I'm getting a bit of the biscuit malts there. It's not got so much of a cocoa-y flavour, or even a tiny bit of tanginess, which I'm not sure if that's meant to be the citrusiness that they mentioned. I forgot to mention this is 4.2% alcohol volume, so it's fairly standard strength. It's a weird sort of citrusy, cocoa-y tang at the end that's very odd. It's quite nice though. I mean, it's a nice flavour. It's just not the most noteworthy beer in the world. It's got like a nice sort of cocoa-y bitterness underlying this classic sort of traditionally dark British ale taste throughout. And then there's this weird, interesting sort of like citrusy bitterness at the end. Kind of, I guess, not too dissimilar to what you'd find in a can of Ghost Ship, to be fair. So I think generally speaking, this is a competently brewed beer. The texture is smooth. It's got this weird bit of confusing fuzziness towards the end, but generally speaking, it is nice. And then the flavour is generally well balanced, but it's just not. It's beyond what I've already mentioned. I can't think of much else to say about it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it doesn't also lend itself to being a particularly complicated drink. But then again, I think if you're looking to get yourself into dark ales, pale ales. If you're looking to get yourself into general pale ales for the first time, this is probably a really good stepping stone, because it is simple, it's palatable, it's surprisingly refreshing for a pale ale, and yeah, it's very competently brewed. It's just not the most striking and out there and outrageously flavoured, but then again, that's not necessarily a bad thing either. I think I'll give it a solid 6.75 out of 10. It is nice. It's just there's more noteworthy pale ales out there. But then again, I mean, that's no shame on this one's part. It's more so I think that there's just it's got strong competition out there. But then again, it is competently brewed, and I would gladly drink this again. If I remember correctly as well, because I don't have the receipt with me, I think this was somewhere in the region of £1.60 to £2 from Waitrose. So if you're in a Waitrose, give it a shot and see what you think. So if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze to Love, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze to Love, which I already mentioned, you can also contact me on my social medias, which I'll leave the links to in the video description below. And yeah, I think that's it basically. So as always, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.